So what's Chris Spready?
So we are.
That's a coincidence. Spready spaghetti was just a coincidence. I didn't even realize that that is something that Brad readily says. But my intrusive thoughts have been taking over, so I've just been letting myself make my username whatever my intrusive thoughts say. And recently, it was Spready spaghetti, but that was not Brad related.
Was hat tip to the sandwich spread stuff.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I can use it for that. It's sandwich spread.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I thought it was about.
We'll leave it then. That works.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome, Jesus, to episode 5 of Craterland. This is a part of the Adventures in Irony podcast. Today we are doing a fun, magnificent, neat adventure around shopping. If you have been to a mall, picture that, but with stores open. It's going to be a marvelous time. We're going to have we're going to have a whole sphere, really. We're going to have a ball. I'm looking up towards our top left. I've got Carl here. Carl, could you please introduce yourself, describe your character, and also state for us, if you had to pick one classic car to buy and drive regularly, what would it be?
All right. So I'm Carl, and I am playing my Rune Knight fighter, Abacirgo. He is my half orc, and just kind of chill and just watching and vibing with stuff. One car. I'd say probably a '67 Corvette,
Nice.
because it had that like peak level of like classy styling, and like after that it kind of went down, like the split window kind of thing. Good car, good car.
You said that was 67?
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, I see it. Most definitely. For the folks at home, if you're not looking at an image of a 67 Corvette right now, you really should be. This recommendation comes from on high and does not disappoint. It's a nice looking car. Looking over towards the bottom left, Angela, could you please introduce yourself, describe your character, and also state for us if you had to pick one energy drink to put into the middle of every meeting room in every corporate building across the United States, what energy drink would you like to intrusively place in each meeting room? You are muted.
Oh, I know I'm muted.
Oh.
I was thinking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just...
Imagine that.
Yeah, that was a big experience.
It's rare. Cling to it while you can.
I wasn't gonna say it. I just, I was appreciating it while it was happening. We're here together. That's what matters, For the folks at home that don't know, this lady, this poor woman who is going through her own trials and tribulations of really withdrawal from her perfect son, happens to be my mother. And so there is a certain level of banter that does go back and forth. Mainly, we're like, I was trying to figure out a way that would be like funny. I don't know. Nothing's coming to mind. Mom, do you have a punchline in mind for that?
I'm gonna pass.
I'm
going to actually answer the questions that you initially asked me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm an anti-pure blood, and I'm kick-ass. I'm only a fighter level 3, but that's okay because that's room to grow. And I have sneaky hair because I like it. And to answer the question, as far as an energy drink to place in these terrible conference rooms, I'm trying to think of the douchiest of them. For some reason, I'm thinking Monster, but I'm thinking that's not douchey enough.
You mean like the white one?
It needs to be something that if someone says, "Oh, what flavor is that?" that it's like cringy phrases and everything. It just needs to be terrible. Really, really terrible to especially make the most shy person in the room say something really awful and management can't laugh.
This one's called Zero Ultra. I don't know if that delivers in the way you're anticipating.
No, I'm disappointed.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh, and my character's name is Belladonna.
Nice. Looking over to Chris. Could you please introduce yourself, describe your character, and also state for us what would happen if you were trapped in a Toys R Us before Toys R Us went out of business for a zombie apocalypse?
I loved the delineation of before Toys R Us went out of business. Thank you very much for that. What up? I'm Chris. I'm going to be playing as Nick, who's a level 7 rogue. She likes being sneaky. She likes stabbing. She's pretty much me without any legal repercussions. Love that for us. So what would I do if I were in a zombie apocalypse? So IRL me, I have made this very loud and clear. I'm not fighting to survive in a zombie apocalypse. I'm not. I'm sprinkling myself with lorries. I'm laying down. I do not care. I'm not fighting for life in that realm. But what would Nick do? Nick would probably be very excited about the opportunity for mass murder for the benefit of the world. She's very chaotic neutral, so this plays very much so into her hands. But if I'm stuck in a Toys R Us, my first mind goes to Jeffrey. Like, is there a Jeffrey suit in here? Is there a Jeffrey automaton? I need to find it and operate it and be the sole wielder of Jeffrey. And I would mount that Jeffrey and make sure that everyone knows that I am the prime ruler of this now safe haven that is Toys R Us, located right off of Highway 55 in Fairview Heights, Illinois. Specifically. Because I happened to notice recently that they still have a Toys R Us. It was weird. So that's what I would do. I would establish dominance, and I would make sure that everyone knows that this is my base, and if you want to be here, you have to follow by my rules. I am Jeffrey.
I'm processing what that just was. That was part answer to question and part manifesto, and I'm super into it. That was a lot. That was a big moment. We were all here for it. I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
You know, we learned.
We all gained something together. We all came through this together.
So
also, is there a Jeffrey automaton? Does anyone know? Was Jeffrey an automaton, or was he just a drawing on the side of the building? Does anybody know?
I think it was like the sports mascots kind of.
I don't remember physically seeing Jeffrey. I just remember seeing him in depictions, but never like a physical Jeffrey.
I think they actually did have little mascots run around from time to time, but I think it was the bigger cities.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah.
Because they don't have much in the way of automata. So I guess this is episode 5.
Mm-hmm.
We play by our own rules today.
Hell yeah! Let's go.
To kind of dive down that rabbit hole. If you were to make a Jeffrey automata, what would you make it out of? Because for some reason, I'm imagining starting from the launching point that is a lawnmower.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you start with a lawnmower?
Like, get some welding experience under your belt, read a couple of books on it. You know, you got his whole zombie apocalypse to hang out there. But I'm picturing you with like a welder, a lawnmower, probably a chainsaw and a log splitter. You know, other things mentioned from Jerky Boys clips that didn't age well. You know, there's a whole trove of things available to use at your disposal. Like, I guess if Jeffrey had to have like a chainsaw arm or like a hedge trimmer arm, which would you go for? Because like the hedge trimmer's got some length.
Okay, I want to back this up with starting with, you know, those horses that kids get that they have to like bounce on, that they're to make the legs do the thing.
Yeah,
I'm imagining that, but like 60 feet. So we're starting.
60 feet in length, 60 feet in height.
Oh yeah, this thing's big as hell.
Okay, so
And it doesn't have arms. It's a giraffe. Giraffes don't have arms. Sorry for hijacking the programming today. It's solely based on automaton.
Does anybody else notice that Brad looks like he's 5 today?
Yeah, it looks like he's shaved. He's definitely looking super babyish today.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a while, but yeah. Real baby vibes.
I forgot that this was episode 5 for a minute. There's a rule.
Okay, episode 5.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Carl spoke up. This is a thing.
Carl, would you care to explain the magic that is episode 5?
There's a large amount of alcohol consumed all around.
If you're at home and you're looking to play a drinking game to this episode, drink. If you're at home and you're wondering if this is even safe to do, or if drinking games are even safe to partake in because they do result in unintentional alcohol poisoning and peer pressure, take a couple of moments, make sure you're in a safe room, make sure that your friends are looking out for you and your level of hydration, and then send it. That's where we're at tonight. We're looking for safe, socially and legally responsible inebriation. Emphasis on legally, like get turned. Ain't no
within reason
and
within your state laws.
Ain't no laws drinking claws, but this boy ain't drinking claws, so here we are.
You missed it, but my lovely new bestie pointed out that you look like a whole baby. Did you shave and stuff recently? Because you're looking real under 18-ish.
Okay, so this is a solid point that's being brought up here. I had a beard for a minute. I know a lot of guys.
Sorry, I wasn't supposed to laugh.
No, you're good. Like, for some people, that's their entire personality. For me, it's just laziness.
I wouldn't call that a beard, Brad.
It was face on my jaw and chin and upper lip. I don't have another word for that.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a beard, but like you had some facial hair.
Yeah, it was thick enough. We're all right. I'm pulling up a photo.
That was not me laughing that time.
No, you're okay. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, even if that opinion's wrong. I mean, we're all friends here. We're working on ourselves. It's important to to take the wins with the losses or I don't know. I'm trying to pull up a picture. I'm going to try and figure out how to put this into OBS. For the folks at home that are excited to watch Dungeons and Dragons, we're going to do a shopping trip, which is basically just fuck all. This is the day to This is the day to hang out. That's right. Your boy's hiccuping like it's fucking Tom and Jerry up in here.
Because you shaved your beard and now you're a baby.
Because I shaved my beard and now I'm a baby. Yes, it's because I'm actually an infant. Who is a side question? Who is it that pointed out that I look like an infant? I'm curious.
Your mom.
I don't like you laughed and I was like, does anybody else notice he looks like he's like 5? And then Chris is like, oh my god, yes.
It wasn't me.
And it's funny because I know what you look like when you were 5.
She's having fond memories of teaching you how to ride a bike.
Oh, I didn't teach him how to ride a bike. That's a whole other story.
Anywho.
I still don't know how, so it's fine.
You could actually base part of a campaign on that, or at least one episode.
Full disclosure, I had a thing planned for that. Like bikes, like analog horseless steeds.
Analog horseless steed.
I'm okay. So we're gonna start off in the town of Aroni. We're gonna just fast forward to you guys are back from that strange upside left dimension that's totally not in any way similar to a certain Netflix series that does its best to just capitalize on 80s nostalgia and bad writing. You guys are being granted even, bequeathed a set of analog horseless steeds. These are 10-speed bikes. These are the huffiest of huffies. These are proper banana seat bikes. These things could get run off the road by any GMC anywhere. Like, you want to get rocks thrown at you from kids in the back of a pickup, this is the thing to do it on. Crimes have been committed on these bikes. Stories have been made on these bikes. Wrists and collarbones have been broken. Knees have been skinned. These bikes mean business. The likes of which only Joe Bornstein could properly live up to. If the folks at home are not familiar, there's a very popular ad always running in the state of Maine featuring the very famous actor Robert Vaughn advertising for a lawyer who is no longer living. It's a great time. Maine is a wild state. That said, you have been bequeathed a wonderful set of Huffy bikes. This is really a learn and grow type of moment. Wrong hole. That was spicy for the wrong hole. Jesus Christ.
Fuck. Me being an adult sometimes.
That's what happens when you drink when you're underage.
I know. Put the beard, air quote, back.
Okay, no. While we're making age jokes.
Careful.
You're 14.
Careful.
Oh, no. You're not.
I will simply say, Brad is the only one on camera.
You're not about to talk about my homies here. First of all, we're here to support you, youngin, in your endeavors.
Fair, but also my mother shots have been fired by my mother. This is the lady who.
All she said was you look like a fetus.
She's doubling down. There's a lot of energy going into that. There's thought. I would border on even saying that some of this was premeditated.
No.
Meditated.
You know that I think things and they just come out my mouth. You know this.
I love the thought that your mom's been sitting there all day to be like, I can't wait till we go live and we broadcast and I'm going to say he looks like a kid to like 4 people. Whoa!
And 3 of them are here in the game room.
3 of them are already in the room.
That was my day's goal, Brad. That was all I thought about all day. Not my work, not my other things going on in my life. That's what I focused on.
I thought
your life.
I thought you were focused on getting signed up for the newest edition of Life Alert. I mean, you got to sift through the AARP ad somehow. I thought that there was something else going on there. I thought you might have been like taking a couple of moments to switch from cross stitching to knitting. See, these are parts of your day that I'm not privy to. Like, I gotta learn more.
But it's okay, Brad. I know you're bitter and angry that you're not old enough to rent a car yet, but that's okay because we love you.
That's
you know what? If you are gonna get Life Alert, don't get the fall detection because it's a scam. Just tossing that.
I gotta say, it's nice getting carded at a bar.
Is it?
You know what's really funny? As old as I get, when I need help, guess who I'm gonna run to? Guess who's gonna be at my beck and call?
Definitely my sister. It's my sister. For the folks at home, it's my sister.
No. I think it's you. I vote you.
I don't think so. Like you unleashed this being. I won't even call myself. I don't want to call myself human because that feels like an insult to humans. You released this being into the world and you were like, I'm going to teach him how to tell shitty jokes. And then there was a moment where you were like, we could get some work out of this fucker. I don't know the steps that went into that, but I appreciate the craft. Like, for the folks at home, there's like a solid back and forth. My mother is funnier than I am. It's painful for me. I'm sure you're enjoying it. For all 0 of our viewers, this is a very big time right now. I mean, I lost my train of thought. Something about my mother having to sift through AARP letters and then trying to think about, there was a punchline in there about adjustable rate mortgages, but you didn't sign up for that, and that was just a 2008 joke. That didn't go anywhere. That was unfortunate for everybody involved. That was...
So you paid attention to shit when you were 10 years old about lame-ass, boring adult shit back then? If you're making 2008 references?
Yeah. I was the child that watched documentaries and called them documentaries because I was insufferable. These are things that happened. That said... I also I need the folks at home to know this. I got a confession to make.
You're not comfortable? Cough, cough. At the library?
Fuck.
Cough.
The cough, though. Good Lord.
I'm gonna go get the drink that my son recommended to me a few years ago called Butter Shots, I believe.
Fuck yeah, do it.
Butter
I'll be
shot?
right back.
Butter
Butter
shots.
shot.
For the folks that don't know, this has not been sponsored. Give us money if you want. Butter Shots by De Cooper. It is butterscotch flavored schnapps. It tastes like candy and isn't.
So again, the drink of a child. Understandable.
I mean, yesterday when I went to the...
Do you actually have an argument? Because you started off saying it's candy, and we started off saying you look like you're 4 today, and so you're really just feeding into everything I just said.
I feel like, it's honorable of you.
Honorable.
Somebody's gonna be
That's
wrong. You're taking up the mantle for us. I appreciate that. To the point of adult drinks. Like what's a drink that you sit down on a bar and you just order to say you're an adult? Like, what is the beverage you look at a bartender in the eye and say, "Hello, I'm depressed. I'd like more liquid depression." Like, do you just sit down and say yes?
That's actually a really good question.
Well, yeah. Do you just sit down and say rum and coke? Because they know you're in your early 20s, or at the very least using a fake ID.
Who was in the early 20s? You? Who is this referring to?
People that order rum and cokes.
Because I'm not in my early 20s.
You order rum and
so
cokes?
I'm not ordering a rum and coke. If I'm at a bar, for one, at this point, I have enough hair on my balls to not go to a bar for drinking, because it's more cost efficient to do it at home. If I were to go to a bar and sit down and order a beverage, I'm going to... Well, I guess it kind of depends on what kind of bar I'm at. But I'm not going to order the name. I'm not going to say, vodka soda. Now, I'm going to tell you what I want so you don't give me bullshit. So I'm going to say I want... Well, first I'm going to ask if you have rock and rye, because shout out to anybody who's whiskey drinkers out there. We know slow and low rock and rye is the best.
It's not. It's monkey shoulder, but continue.
Anyways, I'll punch you in the throat. So we will order specifically whatever.
I will simply say, Scotch technically is whiskey. Therefore, Scotch is the best.
Yeah. Well, Scotch tastes like a shoe, and I will not back down.
No.
It tastes like a loafer. Carl, I'll fight you. I don't care. It tastes like a working man's loafer. That's what Scotch tastes like. Tastes like a man traded stocks all day, came home, took them shoes off, and I bit one. That's what Scotch tastes like.
Do you any of you remember Bugaboo Creek?
Fuck yeah. Oh, with animatronic everything. What the fuck was their light bill?
So they used to have at the bar, they used to have this 5 or 6 gallon jug that was chunks of pineapple, wedges of pineapple just laid out and filled with vodka. Mm-hmm. So they were laid out so that there were spaces between the chunks of pineapple. And they literally in the morning would chop up pineapples, fill it, dump it with vodka, and let it sit there all day long. Mm-hmm. And to me, Scotch is doing that with chunks of peat moss.
Chunks of meatballs?
No, peat moss.
Peat moss.
Oh, peat moss. There we go.
Yeah.
Scotch has a very much there is a flavor in that first of all, I'm cheap and I love alcohol, and I can go to a liquor store where they're giving out free samples, and someone can have they'll say, "Hey, you want some Scotch?" And I'll be like, "No." that goes to show you how much
don't drink cheap Scotch.
It's just real strong shoe vibes. I'm not here for it. I really don't care about your Stacey Adams, and I don't want them in my mouth. No, thank you.
That's fine. That's just more for me.
At it. I am so glad that you love K and versus shoes in your mouth. I'm glad that's your flavor profile.
Also, point of note for the folks at home that are not of drinking age, I just want to put this out there. 5 o'clock and lemonade flavored Gatorade is not a drink. That's not a mixed drink. No. That is sadness in a JanSport backpack.
In a JanSport.
No, you should try, what is it, Malibu rum, and just drink it straight with your friends.
No, don't do that. Don't.
Stop it!
There was a story there.
That's the thing ever. Jim Beam chased with one of the little lemons, little plastic lemon things. Yeah.
Oh, the squeeze bottle? Yeah.
Yeah, the little lemon squeeze bottle, like full of like the concentrated lemon juice.
Fun fact, I did not actually drink until legal drinking age. So as much as I have an affinity for it now, I don't have those fond memories of sneaking butterscotch schnapps out as Brad is actively living right now. So I don't have those memories.
It's okay, Brad. You don't have to tell them that I buy you your alcohol still because you're too young to buy it yourself.
Because I don't want to go back to jail. I am 24.
You need juvenile detention.
I didn't hear what you just said there.
You don't have to. You don't have to feel as though you have to defend your age or Brad. You know, there's no ageism here, right?
It's okay to be for Brad. We really love that. We're here for the youth. We're here for, these new, I don't even know if they have you're not Gen Z. What's after Gen Z? I don't know if they've named it yet.
Despair.
But it's okay. It's okay to be like a 4-year-old brilliant baby. Live that out.
Okay.
Poor
You
kids.
can count your age on your fingers with one hand and be proud, and we're proud of you and for you.
You're right.
Oh, so you're one. Okay, Stewie. Is that what we're going
I don't
for?
know. We're just hanging out at this point. I'm like, I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, for the folks at home, we've got a viewer at this point. Is this one of us?
Do we actually have one?
Like, normally I am.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm
Our one viewer is one of us.
Okay. Well,
Love that.
Well, it's helpful. It's good for metrics. Like, for the folks at home, if you're ever looking to do a D&D podcast, I highly recommend disregarding all moderation. Don't put yourself as an 18 plus podcast. Wait for YouTube to give you that mantle. Grow as fast as possible. Share it with too many people, and then over-engage in the comments section. Highly recommend it. On a side note, you guys have got Huffy bikes. These are like proper banana seat bikes.
Castles.
Mine have
Castles on the
copper,
handlebars.
and I have a little teeny license plate that says poison.
Love that.
So which one of us has the baseball cards paper clothespin to the frame, so it's clicking up.
Oh,
Nick
I think that's all you, Carl.
those.
Except they give me like
no.
dragon scales or something.
Nick does not have those. I don't want people to know that I'm coming. Yeah, I've got the most silent edition. I want nothing. The most minimal.
But Carl, you and I both can have streamers because streamers are fun. Because why not?
Indeed.
I mean, if I've got a banana seat, which are the most uncomfortable things to be sitting on. Anyone else? No? Yeah.
I can think of worse. For example, you guys ever heard of, they have these specifically for wrestling meets. I don't know if they have them for other things, but usually for the wrestling meets, they usually, like, especially tournaments, they would always like bust out these creme de la creme, top tier wooden planks to rest on that were hauntingly discomforting. They were like, have you ever tried to be comfortable for 8 hours in a row on just a flat board? It's a very specific time because you got to be like ready to wrestle. You got to be like ready to go in there.
Right, 12 hours and then hauling your kid to and from and making sure their shit's washed.
I can't even imagine that. There must have been a story involved there. Were you a wrestling parent by any chance? Did you have like a kid that wrestled?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
When I was a kid,
REVERSE reverse. I was a wrestling cheerleader, and I've talked to Brad about it, and I'm sorry for everyone out there who was a wrestler or had to be a wrestling cheerleader. No one enjoyed the experience. It was not good for anybody.
Yeah, you can't hear the moves. The cheerleaders don't want to be there because it smells fucking terrible. Like, it's just...
We're just right there on the mat.
It was a sport no one else understood unless they were directly involved in it.
Yeah.
Nothing about it was good.
Yep.
Nothing was good.
Not a spectator sport. MMA, by comparison, similar skill set. very much more entertaining for a spectator. We got a second viewer. Somebody else is watching. Oh my god.
It's
Must be
me.
the wrestling talk leader men.
Carl reminded me that I was not on my leadership duties, so it's me.
I want to hear about my awesome horseless steed of awesomeness.
You've already gone ahead and described it. It's got tassels. It's got a license plate that says poison.
Yes.
This is yeah. That girl is poison. Yeah.
Thank you for that.
How the fuck did you know that, Brad?
I know that was unexpected.
Knowing obscure things is kind of my thing. Like, you ever just have a conversation and know too many things for that conversation, but don't know how to like say them without being weird as fuck in the conversation?
Yeah.
To anyone ever?
That skill set comes in handy when DMing. That's like the whole thing.
Isn't that basically kind of criteria to become a D&D player as well?
I think so.
Yeah, are you weird as fuck?
Definitely
I know
helps.
something for you.
Yep. Hey, fun note. I'm going on my first pub crawl tomorrow night.
Nice. Go for it.
I am not going to disclose where,
Okay.
just in case there's somebody looking for some crazy white-haired woman with her friend getting plastered.
Yeah, that's like 3/4 of the open.
Yeah, if you find yourself in need of a ride, or you find yourself in a weird situation, please let me know.
Will do.
All right.
Won't need it, but thank you. I have pepper gel. Continue.
Yeah, no, so you got some solid bikes. You've been given them by the resident wizard Shitteth. He gave them to you. You'll know at least 2 of them had a little bit of blood on the wheels. You think there was like a scuffle at some point that led to these being like given to him. You guys had been brought in from that external dimension. You got paid. It was a great time. You killed the ageless one. I mean, who was that? Doesn't matter. He's dead. You know, great time to be had by all. Everybody's just hanging out, thrilled to get money. Now, this is one of those games. This is one of those special, magnificent games where we get to spend that money. Make that number go down. That's right. Number go up economics, meet number go down economics, because this is the fun part. Spend the fucking money on shit you may need or may not need. Is there a thing you guys would like? Or is there a place you guys would like to explore? Or a type of thing you want to interact with? I mean, the world is your oyster.
I would like to go interact with my potential boyfriend / husband.
You will hold out a coin and you'll hear a wah from behind you. He's just kind of there. He's got like pamphlets, all of which said quack on them, with him pointing a finger at you with a rather large top hat. He seems to be trying to get you to go to war in a place that didn't do anything to you.
Nice. I'm just at this point, because based on the last interactions, Nick is kind of thirsty and confused, so Nick is just gonna be super like kind of like stroking his feathers, maybe his little beak a little bit, and just quack. Oh my god, yeah, like quack so much, right? I quack so hard right now. Look at your little butt quack. So cute.
God.
Wah, 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 wah. Wah. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah.
Mm-hmm.
Wah, 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 wah. Random child will run up. The duck god's gonna give you like a quick one of these, you know. Wah, 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 wah. Pull out a Glock, hand it to the child. The kid will look up, kind of confused. Wah, 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 wah. You'll see he turns the safety off. Wah, 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 wah.
God, that's so hot. I love it when we encourage children to use violence.
We're like that company that sells those dart guns with all those kids doing their best impressions of... There's a punchline to that joke that I can't say. Neat. Bang, 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 the kid's gonna look up, a little confused. So you're saying you want me to go kill some goblins and bring you back the loot? The kid's gonna run off.
Should you give him more ammunition?
The duck god's gonna snap a finger. You'll see this little dwarven boy. He runs back. He's kind of waddling as he walks. You know him. He's been around town. His name's Timmy. He's a very specific kid. A little troubled youth. You know, he's got some stuff going on, and he likes to vent that by causing mayhem. The duck god takes a couple of moments, sizes up the child, and then decides to hand him over a couple of Molotov cocktails. Oh, so I just gotta throw this at a place that I really want to loot? Oh, so the loot burns?
After you loot. Loot, pillage, then burn.
Nice! Get rid of the... What's your name?
Abby.
Abby, my name's Timmy. I haven't had anybody teach me how to do mayhem. Would you be willing to do that in the future?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go punish an institution like that Rockstar video game bully. He's gonna run off, heading eastward. You'll note there's one town between you and the ocean, and that is Broken Claw. I think you're gonna hear something about that in the future.
As he's running off, remember, pillage, then loot.
Pillage and loot, got it! Will be what you hear. We've got a third viewer. This is a magical time.
Oh my god. Hi, random third person, because that's not me or Carl.
Hi, this is episode 5. If you're not familiar with the machinations at play with a 5th episode, neither am I. We're learning, we're growing. We're expanding our horizons. We are pursuing the selves which we wish to be, while being the selves which we are. We are careening forward into a endless destiny beyond us, forever in sight, forever out of touch. Almost within our grasp, but not quite. We are fucking around and finding out. Hell yeah. That's what's happening. Just totally hit my mic with my pen because I'm fidgeting and we're having a blast. So you send this child off with armaments to go wreak havoc. The duck god's kind of like sizing up the situation, looking at the rest of you.
Yeah, a freedom stick, yes.
He's going to take a couple of moments and open up my Facebook page where I have actual stats on a Wand of Freedom. It's going to take me just a couple of moments, but I do have stats for this. Do you want one?
Sure.
Nice. He's going to hand you a Wand of Freedom. This is like it's a strange wand. It's got a wooden hilt and then a metal shaft with 2 holes drilled into it. He's also going to hand you a separate additional item. This is a strange baseball cap. Seems to have like a couple of cans on either side. Looks to be really good for potions. This will be known as the Helmet of Freedom. He's handing this to the party. I don't know if you guys want to throw these all on one person or...
Pass on the hat, but we should call it Kyle.
I do have a separate thing for that. The third item he's going to hand you is a strange tunic. This is a over the torso type of item with stars and stripes and whatnot on it. Seems painfully American. He's going to hand you these 3 items. For the folks in the party, these are in Game Room 1 if you want to see the stats on them. These are early homebrews back before I learned how to do actual art. if you can even call what I do art now. It is a whole time. I don't really do art. I just do an impression of it. It's a whole thing.
That's okay, man. Van Gogh did impression.
No, for the folks at home though, there are some solid fucking artists in here. If you haven't seen them, check them out. They're really fucking good. They're worth a look. They make great stuff. Like it's a whole time really worth a watch. I could name a few folks, but really what you got to do is you got to sign up for the Patreon and hop on in. We got typing going on. This is the whole time.
I will happily take the wand of freedom.
Wand of freedom, huh?
Abby happily takes the wand of freedom.
Excuse
I'll take the tunic. Belladonna will take the tunic. It kind of goes with a little bit of her stuff going on. It did too bad that the stars weren't reversed.
Yeah, Nick is gonna pass on all of these.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
They are painfully American. It is like...
Yeah.
It is... So... For the folks at home, these items reek of a carnival. They smell like fried food, mass manufacturing, and general...
Anger?
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. They're like 2 steps away from tap-out clothing. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. Yeah, shots are
2
fired.
steps. What's 1 step from tap-out clothing?
A concussion.
Good job.
You know, in the words of Mr. Leahy, thank you.
What's our word for today that everyone has to drink along to?
I don't fucking know. We'll say for the folks at home. For the folks at home is our drinking lingo. Yeah. Anytime the folks at home is brought up, that's you fuckers. You got to pound it. I don't know. There's one person that's like sticking this out. There's one person that's like watching this and being like, I'm not going to comment. I'll just listen to what they're saying. I came here to listen to a podcast. I don't know what the fuck's going on with these people. We're learning, we're growing, we're bonding. I'm glad we're closer together. And I'm glad we're going to be even closer by the end of this. You're going to feel like you know me.
At home.
Yeah. For the folks at home.
Pound it.
Pound it. Yeah. Anybody here familiar with, there's a gentleman by the name of Tech 9.
No.
Oh. He made a...
Tech 9.
Yeah.
Yes, but why?
Well, he made a song about a caribou.
Oh God, Caribou! Is this where we're going with?
That's a great question. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
My God.
I'm trying to think of more details around that song, but nothing's coming to mind. There's like a...
I got nothing.
I don't know.
It exists.
It does exist.
That's that. Thank you, Carl. That's the only point. It exists. It does exist. And then now we've made a segue into the Santa commercial.
The Santa commercial? What Santa commercial?
The M&M's commercial where Santa realizes that the M&M's are actually live and like.
Oh,
what are you doing?
that totally wasn't where I was going with it.
I don't know how I made that leap, but mental gymnastics are real, so okay. In my mind, I'm Gabby as fuck. Give me the gold. I'm gonna shut up.
It's at this point the Duck God is taking a couple of moments to size up the group, look around town, and give you all a bit of a shrug. He's trying to figure out what your mission for today is.
Say that again?
The Duck God's taking a look around town. He's looking at yourselves and trying to figure out what your mission for today is.
I was told that we're getting bikes and going on a shopping spree at a mall.
Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah.
the expectant look is for.
The duck god's going to snap a finger, at which point a tricycle, a little smaller than your own, it's going to be bright yellow, is procured for the duck god. He's riding it alongside you all, and just kind of taking a look around. So you guys were talking about going on a shopping trip. What is it you'd like to buy? Are there items that you're on the lookout for? Is there something that piques your fancy or your fancy right now? Bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
Time's a charm. For the folks at home. Yeah.
That was a sneeze.
That was.
That's a big sneeze.
So, Chris, what are we shopping for? This is my first shopping excursion, I guess, based on what I was told before this began. So, what should I expect from this event?
So shopping experiences really have to do with what your character needs as items. So as of right now, Nick has kind of a surplus of great things to use that she didn't ask for, thanks to her relationship with this super sexy, totally hot, just duck of a man. She's gotten some favors there. So as far as what she needs from shopping, she doesn't need much. She kind of already got it. But for your character, I would think of what are some of the things that you feel would make your character the best version of your character? What are some things that, like, when you think about your fighting style or how you investigate things, what would you think of that might help you? And then we're going to go shopping for it.
So, being the fighter that I am, and there's a whole bunch of, like, a lot of my features are unarmed fighting. So a lot of handy kind of stuff, or hand-to-handy. And I've got the dark vision and all that, and poison immunity, so I'm not really sure how I can bolster any of that. You thinking dirty thoughts?
Me?
No, her.
Me?
Yeah.
What did I do? I just laughed. I wasn't thinking. I literally was not thinking. I couldn't even tell you what I was doing the past 20 seconds. I don't freaking know. I have no thoughts in here, just sounds. I would look towards the big brained baby that's running this and ask, great giant 6 pound 7 ounce baby in the sky that was born not at all through actual sex, but through just the conception of collective mind thought. What are some things that could benefit individuals as a whole, and how should they go about seeking these options?
Mild correction, 7 pounds, 15 ounces. Continue.
I was just going with stereotypical white Jesus as portrayed in Talladega Nights, but I love that correction.
I'm pretty sure it was 7:15 or 7:11. I think it was 7:15. But anyway.
Baby Jesus.
I love Brad's face.
Oh, Mega Mind, oh great one, oh wise baby face one.
What the fuck just happened?
Share with us.
So you've got a slew of shops in the area. You got like a solid potion shop.
Is there a Hot Topic?
Not quite.
Is there a cold discussion?
Also not quite. If you're looking for where folks in fishnets hang out, there is a bar downtown. Yeah, I mean, like, if we're going for Hot Topic jokes, like, I'm not even whipping out the rubber band bracelet, I heart boobies type references here. I'm going for the easy meatballs. Like, if we want Hot Topic comedy, if we want highbrow Hot Topic comedy, we got to mention the half-ass dresses. We got to mention the seatbelt buckle belts that are all superhero or contemporarily show-themed items. Yes. They last for like 20 years, but the references don't.
No.
Are you judging your Deadpool ones?
No, I literally, like, within 10 feet of me is like a seatbelt buckle belt. I use them every day. Everybody's like, I have like one of the plain ones that just looks like the GM belt buckle.
I like the bottle cap ones too. That's a deep callback to the bottle cap days. Yeah.
I mean, if you haven't sat in a public school restroom and listened to Paramore, I don't expect you to know exactly what goes on at Hot Topic, but there's a lot. There's a lot that happens. Very little of it is commerce. It's mainly kids loitering. Of the places where people in fishnets hang out, there's two. You got the one where it's like the potion shop nearby, run by this kind of younger gal. She's got like bright red dyed hair, a lot of cats. It's called Maiden's Mercy. It's a whole time, very zany place. There's a place nearby, referred to as Lucky's Tavern. This is a place you haven't been to yet. People walk into and out of there, but the inside, as you've seen, doesn't seem to match the demographic that you've seen around there. You're not sure if there's more than meets the eye, or if it's just like a front for drug deals, or what's going on there, but it's a time.
So like a mattress store?
Yeah.
A mattress store!
Yeah, like, you guys ever... I don't know if any... Like, for the folks at home that are from Maine... there's this place called the Furniture Superstore that runs ads in this bright red 1980s tape camera recorder, and they air these ads still, and they record these ads still with what I can only assume is this piss poor camera that they've just kept in the same fucking corner. They're like, run the tape for another one! And the Furniture Superstore, the Furniture Superstore, can't miss it! It's a whole fucking time. Very regional reference.
Actually, it's Don't Miss It.
Oh,
I actually do.
No,
for the
thank you
folks
for that.
at home.
We needed that. We all needed that.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Huh?
Accuracy is important.
It is,
Yes.
especially when you're discussing local Maine businesses. I mean, you know,
I'm referring to the mattress stores that seem to be everywhere, and it doesn't seem like they're ever busy. And about the articles and whatnot that I've read, that they're actually fronts for other stuff. That's actually what I'm speaking of.
You mean like... You mean like if somebody decided to join let's say a business networking initiative group in the middle of a town, join a couple of the small agencies that show up on the round signs next to the town sign to tell you who actually owns the place, set up a couple of Furniture Superstores, get really neat with the real estate folks, show up to a couple of Chamber of Commerce meetings, shake the right hands, make sure the numbers look good, and then throw enough money at the local charities that are also run by the kids and spouses and siblings of the folks people in charge of the town. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's almost like we've had this discussion.
I don't know what's being referenced at all here. I'm just making up ghoulish overkill for comedic chutzpah.
What the fuck, dude?
I don't fucking know. We're just making it up as we go here. We got comments. Did someone say Hot Topic, says Becca. Yes. The hottest of topics. Is okay. Furniture Superstore with an H at the end. Neat. It's giving Martin's Lady. Okay, yeah, Martin's Lady is also a solid thing. For the folks that are only familiar with Stephen King's cryptids, the actual main cryptids are far scarier. We have Big Al. We have the Martin's Lady. We have the Furniture Superstore guys. We have Joe Bornstein. We have...
Bob Marley.
Yeah, we have Bob Marley. He showed up as a recommended friend on Facebook for some reason.
Everybody knows Bob Marley is just Tim Sample's new body.
He's just what?
Tim Sample's new body.
Tim Sample's
basically.
I don't know Tim Samples.
Yeah. What?
I know this is
okay. Think like an 70s or 80s version of Bob Marley.
Yeah. Except with a heavier accent. In a more real one.
So this thought...
He might have been taller.
Right now, in this moment, that Flea Market Montgomery might be a level in the back rooms. Just... If you think about it, living room, dinettes. It's just a big ass warehouse of furniture that you can't escape. That sounds like a backrooms level to me if you think about it.
I don't. This is. I'm looking at the photos on Google Pictures. This is giving me solid Joe's Barbecue and Foot Massage vibes.
Joe's Barbecue and Foot Massage. Joe's Barbecue and Foot Massage. I that gives me more SPC entity kind of vibes. But definitely Flea Market Montgomery, I feel, is a backrooms level that you have to do some weird shit, like lift a comforter 3 times and then go over to the rose-covered chair, confess your secrets, and then crawl under it, and then you'll fall through to level 7. That's how that strikes me, now that I'm thinking about it all. But, yeah.
This feels very specific.
It's so specific because that's my obsession with the backrooms. So for those listening, if you are familiar with the backrooms, you'll know where I'm coming from and why I'm saying these things. And I don't know. I just think maybe we should check up on the Jones, not the Jones guy. We should check on the Montgomery flea market guy and see if he's okay. But if you check on him from outside the store, not in the store. Because if you go in the store, you might not get out.
You don't want to wind up in like a take it home now type of scenario. There was like this business that was briefly open in the state of Maine called Take It Home Now. It was right near Target in Portland. If you don't know where that is, very specific place. This was called Take It Home Now. It set up shop like in between a couple of stores. This was like right when Wish.com hit, so all the frivolous buying was down to a crawl. This place set up shop, bought a ton of like random items from Wish.com, marked them up like 4 times, and then had like an 80% off sale. It was monstrous. All the signs were in printed photocopy paper, bright like stark white paper, nothing glossy. This was just a couple
quality time there, huh?
This is a third-hand photocopier in the back.
Yeah,
running 24/7.
This was making copies level of signage. It was very specific. I spent some time there. I spent like an hour there, and I am convinced that I died, and the rest of the world since then has been Beetlejuice. So everything was 30 cents. No, it wasn't 30 cents. It was like everything was like $2 to $5, but it was like marked down from like 15. It was like these random like you ever see Orbeez online? Where did this game go? What is happening? We're shopping.
None of us are on track today, and I kind of feel like that's all right.
I figured out, I think, what I need, or at least the beginning of what I need.
Mm-hmm.
So you keep mentioning fishnets, so now I've decided I need special fishnets. So, Chris, any ideas?
So Nick's only goal is, honestly, as much as she doesn't care about anything, the fact that there's this one entity that's kind of into her and giving her favors, but is also kind of not into her sometimes, and she doesn't know what's going on, that's her main focus. So at the mention of fishnets, she's going to try to get some. So if that's what we gotta do, we're buying fishnets, baby.
Because I'm thinking, like, they could be, like, armor or something.
Well, the great thing is Abby's going to go along and be very surprised at what you're buying.
So,
you're not going to catch a very big fish like that.
No.
Those nets are way too small.
It's like
okay, Abby. You want to come? You want to join us? Come along. We'll show you what we mean.
My cat has a lot of things to say if my mic's picking that up.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you like fat asses and fishnets? Me too, buddy. Me too.
Well, don't forget fat thighs.
Because I have no ass, so technically he's kind of insulting me. But that's okay. I got thighs for days, but I have no ass. That's okay.
Well, then what you make up for lack of ass, you'll have more hip.
No, I ain't got those either, actually. I got titty, though. Hey!
Hey! Titty-o!
Got titties and legs. Wait, no, I don't even have legs. Shit! Nick does, though. I live vicariously through her.
I feel like I'm built like the kind of guy that back of house workers threaten front of house with.
Honestly, Brad, I can't get
City
into this
boys,
because we
baby
are
faces.
live and your mom is here, but you do very much so fit the aesthetic of back of house workers and what everyone thinks a back of house worker would be like and what they would do. You fit every single one of those stereotypes to a T, and that's all I'm going to say about that.
I disagree.
Oh!
Sorry, I'd be very worried if Mom didn't disagree.
She could have just said nothing. So the fact that she was like, no.
We gotta have her back
Now
that up
there's
now.
something to talk about.
Yeah.
She could have just kept that to herself.
If you're gonna be wrong, please be wrong longer. We need to know why. There's a whole time here to be had.
Oh, my tummy hurts.
I want to talk about fishnets.
Okay, all right. So you've been pointed in the direction of a place called Maiden's Mercy. This is predominantly a crystal store. They also sell potions. There are too many cats here.
Baron, shut up.
I say too many as though there is such a thing. There is a young gal. She's got bright red dyed hair. It's like cropped to here. She's got a bunch of tattoos. She's currently drawing what appears to be her next one. She looks up at you through her rather wide-framed glasses. Gives you kind of a jeer of a look. And says, "What?"
Baron,
I
stop.
step in and say, I'd
They want to go fishing.
I'd like some fishnets. Don't mind him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. We're actually here for fishnet stockings.
Okay, we have fishnets. I can get you fishnets that I've worn. We do have used fishnets. I do believe in recycling. We also have brand new fishnets. If you're looking for colors, we have colors. We also have jet black fishnets. We have a couple of different stitch types. And get down, get. She's motioning over towards a cat who is not responding to her. She's gonna now walk over, grab the cat, pick it up off a plant, and set it down. She's gonna walk over back to you. At this point, you'll note the cat is right back up there playing with the plant. She is asking you now what type of fishnets you're looking for. If they're for the arms, for the legs, if they're for the face. She seems very equipped to supply your fishnet needs.
Can
Do
I
you have any
switch to warn
any
one
magical?
for? Oh, ooh, very different goals here.
What?
Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
It's just that he specifically mentioned they were pre-warned. So can I get a like? I feel like that's not an unfair question.
They smell like incense, tapestry, festivals, and a lot of cinnamon spray.
Ew. Just
Oh,
ew.
okay. We're into different things. Okay, I'm learning a
Throw
lot.
some Febreze.
Got it. I love cinnamon spray.
What I'm looking for is ones like, do you have anything with magical properties or armor properties or anything a little extra? I think she's broken.
She's gonna hand you a set of fishnets. These are gonna be 250 gold.
And I was led to believe at the beginning of this shopping excursion that money is no object. We just have tons of money and the challenge is to blow it.
You have the money that's written on your character sheet. Have you been keeping track of that?
Dum dum da.
And it was at this moment she realized she fucked up.
Hey, hot, cold discussion lady. Question for you. Yeah. You know those wristbands and chokers that y'all wear that are so stylish? Would you by chance have any of those wristbands or chokers that have any, I don't know, damaging properties or may actually be sharp? Considering I like to stab people, having sharp stabby bits around my wrist might be beneficial. Do you have anything like that?
She's gonna give you one of these.
Mm.
and then immediately prance over to a small wooden box. It's jet black. She's gonna slowly open it, sift through what appears to be dozens of disorganized bands. It's at this point I'm gonna check what the fuck I have for items along this line. I'm gonna be just a couple of moments. What am I doing?
Abby will look over at Nick and be like, you know if they're slightly dull, it's better. Causes more damage.
But
It's
I don't want
clean, it's
to
just like
I want to pierce.
clean and clean wound. Not very efficient.
But I don't want to just bruise people. I want to pierce people. So I need sharp.
Well,
I want to.
Well, yeah, but you want to like cause damage, not just like poke hole. And you're like, oh look, it's a little tiny hole. You want to like, crap, there's like a gaping wound.
It depends on what your goals are. I'm just here to further. I may or may not be a sadist, so I'm just here to hurt people a little bit more than needed. Not necessarily damage them, but a little extra hurt. But what would you suggest? Baron, bro, listen, I understand that you're a villain. My cat is so loud right now. I don't know if y'all are picking this up, but he has.
Just setting the scene because we're in the place with many cats, so it just kind of makes sense.
Yep.
So he's just adding to it. What would you suggest then in terms of what I should be looking for?
If you're looking at like the wristbands and that choker thing, and, yeah, just like studded metal studs, those spikies, like 2 or 3 inches.
Yeah, I basically want to add damage to Baron's son. Sorry for the folks at home. Take a sip. There is a lady cat next door, and my neighbor just came home and opened the door. So I'm assuming my young nubile son just got a whiff of neighbor cat next door, and he can't shut up about it. So that's why he's going off. I promise he's in a safe environment. So maybe we are looking for something like that could potentially add damage to when I stab. That they just like maybe the stabby bits add more stabby bits. Is that a thing?
We're gonna find out.
Nice.
In fact, I have not been keeping track of my money. Fuck me. But I know what we all got a bar of gold.
Yes. Which is
And
going
I
to
don't
bring
know
us
how
to
many
a separate interesting time.
But I don't know how many, like, how that equates or works over to actually gold pieces.
I know.
Fuck you.
Maybe arguments. Oh, look. Hey, it's 1 piece of gold.
Come again?
This lady, by the name of, we're going to call her
Grayskull?
Sphera for conversation's sake. Sphera with an F. Is going to look at you slyly, Nick, and roll over one of these bad boys.
The daddy flail? Oh, fuck yeah.
For our friend Belladonna, she's going to hand over... She's going to hand over a set of fishnets that will act as bracers of defense. It's at the point where you mention a bar of gold that she says, I can't take that. You gotta find a way to convert that to gold, because I can't take that. She says.
Your video's
take anything but gold? I could pet your cat 20 times. Will you take that as I mean? Your Mimis need petting. Well, they need it. They'll be happier.
I'm glad that you're getting the reference here. That's very much on purpose.
Vera. Vera.
There, for the folks at home, there is a separate branching of my lineage. There, I do have kin.
Picture a better looking long-haired version and a smaller version of him.
That's not. there was some artistic liberties taken there, for the sake of, like, I don't know if it was embellishment or compliment or what was going on. What's happening? Why is my video paused? All right, we're back up. There is a couple of braces of archery procured for you. She's talking about how gold can't be exchanged here. It's at this point, you hear outside, there's a loud quacking. The duck god seems to be getting into it with somebody here. There's like a knock, knock, knock on the door. And then a ding, 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 as a rather large, spidery looking gentleman makes his way inside. He's carrying a surfboard and says, "Hey, man, can I get like a whole ton of weed, man?" She's like, "Okay." She's going to hand over a bag, at which point this surfer gentleman will take out a bag of holding and say, "How many coins, man?" She's going to say, 5. He's going to say, "Okay, man. What color?" "Gold ones." "Okay, I got too many of those anyway." He's going to look over to the rest of you and say, "Sup?" He's like looks to be elvish from the waist up, from the bottom down. He is a spider. This, for those that don't know, he is what's referred to as a drider. He is trying his best to make an honest transaction here. He's looking to score, So he's looking at the party now. He's seeing that you're trying to pay with a solid gold bar. "Whoa, man, I haven't seen one of those since like the elves got raided, man. Did you lift that from like a place that did war crimes?"
Totally not.
"No way, man, because like I need some bros that like totally got some gold that way, man. But like if you just found them kicking around, man, finders keepers, losers should benefit from a system able to accommodate them, because we're not barbarians, and even the barbarians amongst us are better than that." He's having a whole time. For the folks at home, this is Jerry the Drider. He shows up on episode 5. That's the only episode he shows up on. This is like a 200 episode long reference here. I'm sorry. This whole time. That said, I got a message from this lady named Angela who was talking about my microphone maxing out. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like blow up my mic here. But he's like, this is a very specific character. He's a drider. He surfs. It's his whole thing. He doesn't hang 10, he hangs 8, and it's great every time. He's offering to trade you actual gold for your gold bars.
I'm side noting to the people kind of quietly in my party. I don't know how this exchange works. I don't know anything about transactional, like what equals what here.
Jerry's petting kitties.
I don't know. I think it's you give him one big piece, he gives you lots of little pieces.
Thanks, Abby. Nick?
Glad to help.
This guy's like Lion of Wall Street,
Nick has never met this person before, just above table. So, like, Nick exists in a different universe, so Nick doesn't know what's happening either. So you're not alone, Belladonna.
Above the table, I haven't brought this character out since I ran episode 5 of Irony 200 episodes ago.
Yeah. This is a new experience for all of us right now.
And for the folks at home.
And for the folks at home.
And damn it! All right, listen. Belladonna, if you just wanted me to do it, we could have just had a girls' night. We could have just scheduled this. We didn't have to be slick about it. Damn it, the fuck? I'm running out of booze, lady.
Are you actually drinking when we say that phrase?
Yeah.
You poor thing. That's not healthy.
First of all, excuse you. I'm a champ.
I'm excused. Okay?
I know what the hell I'm doing.
Fair enough.
Chris has got water.
And what I'm doing is hydrating, motherfucker.
I'm hydrating too.
See? Sound of high quality H2O. It's not at all any sponsored brand of non-alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, but this wasn't sponsored. If Monster wants to sponsor us. I don't fucking know. I don't even know if Monster's a good company. I doubt it. They seem like that kind of company.
I would probably go more with Bang. I feel like Bang is a better company than Monster, but that's just...
No, their guy really likes red baseball caps.
Oh fuck! I'm sorry. Shoot.
No, Buttershots wants to sponsor.
No, if
Baron,
Buttershots.
please could you shut up, baby? I love you, but you doing a lot.
Because I don't shoot it, I sip it.
Mm.
Because I be cray like that. So going back to our Drider and currencies
I'm
and
reacting to
Elvenary.
cray.
You're looking it up?
No, that was just an old. I haven't heard that in a
I haven't heard
decade.
anyone say cray for such a long time that it honestly didn't process until you questioned it.
That
And then I
hit
realized
hard.
what the hell was just said.
That
Yeah.
was a lot. That was a big
That
Your
was-
infantile brain just isn't ready for that, Brad. You
I
shaved
No.
and
I was
you
trying to-
lost actual IQ
was
points.
trying to figure
Can't
out if
help
you're
it.
having a senior moment. I wanted to know if I needed to call someone. Like,
I'm here to make
No, there
young
is
people
no one to
jokes.
call.
Like, dang.
Brad,
Yeah,
there's
there-
no one to call. You're it. When I fall down and I break a thing, you're it. You're wiping my ass.
Damn, Brad. You ready to wipe some ass? that sounds metal as fuck, but it is not.
this sounds like a great time for a 15-minute
So-
break. By that I mean
So-
I really need to pee.
Oh, it's okay. Go ahead.
Brad,
We'll talk about you while you're gone.
You have to pee. There are people that are out there waiting for a sip.
For the folks at home.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the pause button. We'll be right back, folks. That's right. Don't touch that dial. Hello, we are back, ready for action. This is a Space Jam level of adventure, but the difference between this and Space Jam is the folks that are here are actually thrilled to be here, as opposed to the Space Jam cast that was not. They were not thrilled for that.
Damn.
And I want a really big comb, and I don't have one.
You want a really big comb?
Yes.
When did that
It's
happen?
a Spaceball. It's a Spaceballs reference because I think it's way cooler
I
than
was talking
that.
about Space Jam. Okay, yeah, a really big comb. If
Carl
you're-
agrees. Hold on. Back up, Carl. Which one's better, Space Jam or Spaceballs?
Oh, there's no question. Spaceballs.
There we go.
Best Star Wars movie ever.
Yes. Continue, Brad.
When did I get demoted? What happened here? What? All right. We're back. This is episode 5. We're playing D&D. Fucking, we're having a whole time. We got a kitty that is down to clown for really anything at this point. I think
His PP is so hard right now.
he's channeling 2 Live Crew. He wants some pussy, I think.
He's,
But-
honestly,
He's angry that he can't come to desert either.
pussy. That's literally my cat right now.
yes.
Hey, hope for the folks at home.
Yep.
Drink.
Oh god. Sorry, everyone that can hear him. Yeah, he's just really trying to mount. That's all he's focused on right now.
Now I gotta watch Spaceballs just because it's so funny.
It's a good movie.
Yes.
So Jerry's talking about trading gold bars for gold coins. And he sees your gold bar and says, "Cha, bro, I could probably give you like, I don't know, like 750 gold for one of those."
That's a ripoff. No.
It's not.
I'll take it.
You'll take. Hell yeah, dog. How many you got?
I got a couple of them, but I'll trade one for you.
Cha, bro. Sphera, the shopkeep in front of you, is looking at this bewildered. She's trying to figure out what kind of, like, Boolean deal this is. Excuse me. She is looking a little perturbed. You'll note she's got like one leg shaking. She's like just kind of like staring at you, just the one leg shaking. She's like squaring up to say something. Jerry's gonna hand you 750 gold absirigal, and happily take the gold bar off your hands. Cha, bro, another one collected so we can make it into fine jewelry like the days of old. He's gonna throw it into.
Wait. 750? 750? I heard it 7-250.
Oh.
7 men, 50 high.
Hey, it's all right. You know, you adventure for a while, and tonight it sets in. I totally get it.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Yeah, do you have more of that? You wanna?
Cat agrees.
God, he's doing the maximum right now.
He's gonna hand you over 750 gold for your gold bar as well. Hey, check this one. You know, it's really good stuff.
Thank you.
Hell yeah!
Hey.
Baron, seriously? Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
It actually fit in really well.
Okay, I'll let him keep going. He's just going off.
He's singing the song.
Hey, come here. You want to be super loud? Here, tell everyone how you feel.
It's at this point a jar of catnip falls over, and the cats are growing frantic. Your shopkeep Sphera is trying her best to keep up. This is a lot for her right now.
Want those braces of defense before we have to skedaddle.
She is going to hand them over to you. She's going to tell you they cost 250 gold.
I hand it over.
Thank you! Leave.
I need eyeliner.
You do?
Yes.
What kind?
2 black eyeliners, 2 purple, 1 silver.
1 gold.
Okay.
She trades.
Yep.
You'll receive, we'll call this item-wise a disguise kit.
Sounds good.
Above the table, this is like the full kiss setup. She just hands you like a makeup palette that just says hottest of topics. You've got the full rain pick a band. You're ready.
All right.
That's awesome.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go loiter in a bookstore and pretend I know how to read.
We high five him as he leaves.
He's gonna leave at speed. It's at this point you see that he flies away with no reason. There's nothing that he's flying. It's not even like he's on the surfboard he was carrying. He's carrying the surfboard and just kind of floating upward. It's a preposterous moment.
But I got my bracers.
You did.
All's good.
All is good.
Where the hell do I put money on my sheet? Just as an FYI for
Oh.
question.
Should be bottom left of the equipment page. Should be page 2, I think.
Bottom
Sorry,
left?
I
Character
don't know what
backstory.
format you use. I've got a 3-page PDF that mine's like in the middle on the first page at the bottom.
Defer to Carl.
I don't know what you use for a character sheet.
Whatever Brad gave me.
Your second page, bottom left. Did you find it?
No.
So on your second page, you'll see there's like a bunch of abilities and features and traits and then equipment.
Yes.
Okay, equipment. You'll see to the left hand, there'll be CP, SP, EP, GP, and PP. Under GP, that's golf, Penobscot. There's a thing for P. I forgot P. I used to know the whole phonetic
Paul.
alphabet.
Peter.
It's not Peter. It's, fuck. I'm Googling it.
Because
just
it
to get
says
some
equipment,
closure.
and then all it literally says is, oh, I see what you mean.
It's Papa.
Never mind.
It's Golf Papa. Why the fuck did I forget Papa?
Oh, so I actually did have 15 pieces of gold before I started.
You did.
Yay. Hooray.
Congrats.
So
I'm
now
proud
I
of
get to add more El Dinero to that.
Yes.
I have 515 now. Hooray. Continue. Fuck you. Little shit. Saw you. I saw you flashing your little passive-aggressive heart sign. I saw you. Fucking A. Oh, I'm sorry. You're running the show. I digress.
No, you're doing really
Continue.
good. If the goal for today was to be an absolute pain in the ass, you are taking the cake and eating it too.
Right, but Carl and Chris find it fucking hilarious, and so do I.
Oh yeah, we love you. No complaints.
Plus, I'm drinking, so there you go.
So am I. I mean,
Oh,
Carl, are you sober for this?
so I am.
Poor guy. I'm sorry.
I know. That's good for the folks at home. I usually don't drink during games.
But this is the most I've heard you laugh, so there's that.
That means I'm fucking
True.
hilarious and we're fucking killing the game.
So I'm thinking the three of us should all get together, not Brad, excluding Brad.
Oh,
And,
totally right, Brad. Yeah. I want to say I'm sorry, but I don't actually care. So, me, Carl, Angela, we're getting together later. We're gonna have a separate conversation.
Jolly old time.
Yeah.
We should go someplace and watch people and somewhat make fun of them. Not in a way to get us in trouble, but just enough to have fun.
I'm there for that.
With food and or beverages
Definitely food.
of choosing.
Beverages, I'm up.
Yeah.
Those are optional.
If you come up to me, make sure you want to come up like no later than like middle of September, late September maybe.
And just to make it
After that,
clear,
just
the
shuts
reason why we're excluding Brad is because you have to be over 21 to attend. That's the only reason.
And solidly potty trained with no sticker chart.
Mhm.
There you go. See? You are excluded.
For the folks at home, when I was a child, when I was a very young toddler, I was potty trained with a sticker chart. It was a very effective method of parenting. My mother was very good at getting me to use the restroom effectively. This is a good parenting thing. It was done well. It's why I'm able to use the restroom like an adult.
It looks like I'm not the only person that calls you Bradley.
I have never introduced myself to anyone as Bradley. That has
Yeah,
never happened.
I personally call you Brattleton, but it looks like Bradley. I'm not the only person that's ever called you that. It looks like we've got a
That
Brad.
is the name I gave him.
I don't.
That is the name I've named him.
There's a point where people get to know me and they just say, "You're Bradley now." I don't get it. I constantly study.
I tell you, like 2 syllables are required. Like, and you know the relationship that we have. When I'm full of your shit, I need 2 syllables to like double down on the importance of what the fuck I'm trying to say. It doesn't work with just Brad, and that's why I call you Brattleton, because I need several syllables to drive home the importance of what I'm saying.
See, I don't really have to do that because usually when he's doing something at that level, when I'm telling him to knock it off, is when I'm telling him that he's Bradsplaining something and he knows to cut the shit.
Bradsplaining! Wow! Bradsplaining has been introduced to the chat, and I cannot express to you how much you just opened up a whole new world of things.
You look grateful, Brad.
See this vein?
Oh, Brad doesn't like me in his ass, but I'm about to get back.
I can see the veins throbbing.
Yeah.
About to get back in them cheeks.
Brad doesn't like me in his ass.
He said, hold on. He said, come play in D. He said, it'll be fun. He said, and then I did. And then he regretted it.
Yeah, but you're having fun.
Oh, I'm having a blast. And I think the rest of us are too.
Becca. Hey, Becca. Becca says you were introduced to her as Bradley. So.
Really?
That was by Sean.
Was he fucking with you?
Yes, Sean. You know Sean.
I'm just saying, I've met Sean. I know Sean.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
I love Sean.
He's a good bean. He fucks with me constantly. He's a good man. He's one of my favorite people. I hang out with that man weekly, face to face. I get to see that absolute cherub of a human. Side note, if you haven't seen a Sean game on here, there are Sean games. There is a whole playlist of them.
Shout out to Edna.
For the folks at home.
They're worth it. Sean runs games. They're nice to see.
Werfel does too.
We stand Sean. Werfel does also run games in here. Werfel's a good fucking bean too. He's more of a hermit. He runs less games. His games fucking slap though.
But they're high quality.
Yeah.
They're good games.
High quality games, yeah.
Both of them.
Werfel games are great. I would love to be. I've been here for over a year now, and I think I've been in one of Werfel's games.
I've been in 2.
Shout out to Werfel. Run more games. I want to be in them, baby.
Tag that man's ass. Fucking. Not in that sense. Just tag him in
So
this.
when you come up, Chris, we should have an in real life, an IRL game.
You know what?
We may or may not invite Brad to.
But listen, Brad is not invited. I'm sorry, Brad. I'm not sorry, Brad. Bye. We are having a great time together, and we're gonna have an adults only. Because I don't even know if Brad's old enough to attend the events that we might want to go to, and I just to avoid that embarrassment.
Yeah, we don't want to make you uncomfortable.
Yeah, after he shaved the 3 chin hairs that accounted for a beard, I don't know if I could get him into a club with a fake ID anymore. So,
I mean, if you grew the beard, he might pass for 7.
He called it a beard, and it was laughable. I was. All right, sorry, Brad.
No,
sorry.
You're good. No, I'm just
hang on to your.
It's just
hang on to your elven.
You like a teen. You know you look like a teen.
I'm like one of those fuckers they cast for Glee that's like 30 and like,
oh my god, yes. If this was Sabrina the Teenage Witch, you would be cast. Wait, what's her boyfriend's name? It starts with an H.
I don't fucking know. I haven't seen that show in forever.
You would have been that guy. And actually, plot twist, you're not even 30 though. You're way a ways away from 30 though.
I am.
You're like what, 22?
I'm 24.
24.
Yeah. You know what? You know what?
I'm sorry, that's still so young to me. Like, god damn it.
Well, he's only a few months away from being 25, and then he can actually rent a car. All by himself, like a grown-up.
That wasn't even a joke. That was just facts.
That's fact.
Oh, God. I laughed at it previously,
Because
but
he was a shit when he turned 18. I'm like, yeah, but you're not 21, you can't drink legally. And then when he turned 20, I was like, oh, I'm 21. I'm like, yeah, you still can't rent a car. So because that's what we do whenever he points out a thing that he can do or has done or done well, I always have to go, I did it 17 times. Well, why didn't you do it 19? Like,
so Brad,
that's our thing.
Why, like when we talk about making like an errandy hangout, that explains why you can't visit me. You can't legally rent a car, my guy. That explains why you need me to come because you can't do it. I'm sorry, that's fucking.
It's always baffled me why you can't. If you're under 25, why they don't rent cars to people under 25.
It's not like at 25, all of a sudden you're like,
Yeah.
like you're still a dumbass at 25. Nothing changes.
Becca,
Well, they
what
might
the
have
fuck?
changed their rules, but I think
ourselves.
I-
Thursday games are the old people games where we talk about our AARP benefits.
I'm seeing
Yeah.
a comment that says, hey, now, Brad is 17 on a good day. What the fuck, Becca? We were friends. What the shit happened? Like,
Yeah, Brad, I said this earlier. Brad, you look hell. I'm not gonna lie. The shaving and the haircut, you look hella babyish, my guy.
how long ago did you just get a big boy bed?
Oh no, not your mom.
You
online though.
tell Bradley. Come on. Brad.
Oh shit.
no,
Brad?
no, yeah, they're, okay. They're, so, for the folks at home, as of February, and for every weekend month on, my life was crumbling.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
And the living situation I had involved a bed that was reasonably sized for an adult. And when that
Single.
crumbled, that was no longer the case. And so I had a twin bed
Single.
as an adult man.
I love that she's not here to fuck around.
It was... okay.
Single. She's
Yeah.
not here to fuck around today.
I do have a king bed now. It's a great time. For the folks at home that needed to know how I sleep.
Now you can sleep like a starfish all by yourself.
Yes.
In about a 3-foot range.
I do have... I have been living alone in this economy and have a bed.
I live alone in this economy, but maybe it's just the fact that I'm not 12.
But here's the thing. On your king size bed, now you're in a big boy bed. And now you can make your own blanket and fort. You can make your blanket and pillow forts. And they're going to be so much more fun. And you can
have Deadpool sheets? Because I feel like you have Deadpool sheets.
Tell me, Mom, I didn't do that shit when I was a kid.
So you're doing it now
Pillow
because you're a whole
No.
7.
making up for it.
That's not the case. And I appreciate where this conversation has gone linguistically. It has escaped my grasp. I am just trying
There's
to
so
react
many
at this
things
point.
that have escaped your grasp tonight. Brad, tonight is the opposite of you having control. There we go.
Here's the thing. Brad, never mind. I'm gonna be quiet.
No. Please continue. Please.
Let me see how I can articulate this the best.
Okay.
Brad is excellent at having control in situations where Brad can have control. And that's how I will say that. And that's how I'll leave it. Brad
That
has
is
a
seriously
personality that demands control in every arena, unless you're someone that can have more control than he can. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
like the time that he announced to me when he was a child and informed me that once he was taller than me that he was the boss.
I love that. That Belladonna's coming in like that time he peed the bed.
And then I laughed.
When
And
he
then
was
when-
when he peed himself.
This episode's gonna have more views than fucking anything. I know it already. There's gonna be like a
So,
fucking
hold on.
this.
So when he announced this to me and I literally laughed my fucking ass off and informed him, that's not how that works.
How old was I?
And then you were, I don't know, 8 or 7, or you were young. So once you did hit my height, which of course did not take long because I'm vertically challenged.
And so is he.
And then I looked at you and basically said, remember that time you said when you're taller than me that you're going to be the boss? And you paused and you're like, yes. I'm like, how's that working? And he rolled his eyes basically and walked away. Which was kind of how he spent his teenage years anyways. But, you know.
The only thing that I've learned out of all of this is that
everybody's
Brad is Sorry, not Brad is a masochist and is enjoying, because there's no other way to make this make sense. So
I don't feel like that's the case.
I do, and I'm sorry. Don't care about your opinion. It's quite evident as you just let it go on for how it is 9:28 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the entire time has been dedicated to this. So
shit on Brad. Is the shit on Brad 2 hours?
A few minutes of other stuff.
Tell me I'm wrong, Brad. Tell me I'm wrong.
Tell me you're not entertained.
Oh, that's not up for discussion. That's not what I said we were going to discuss. Of course I'm entertained, Brad. Of course I'm entertained. Yeah. All right. So let's go back to the
A game? Are we playing a game?
Let's go back to that.
What?
Let's do that a little bit.
For the folks at home, we're playing a game.
Yes, for the folks at home.
It's not just pick on Brad.
Yeah.
So we're leaving the one shop we entered. Where would you like to go? What would you like to do?
Abby, what do you want to do? Whoop.
There are other shops around?
Indeed.
Okay. Pick one kind of randomly, I guess.
So you will take a look around. There is a magic shop. This is a cone-shaped building with stars and moons. You'll see that there is an inn nearby, an armorer referred to as Steelhaven. There is a junk shop referred to as Mentinx Evens. There is looks to be a dress shop called Lady Marvell's. There is a bar nearby referred to as Lucky's Tavern. There is a area for food referred to as Boof. As well as a looks to be a rundown necromancy area where you could buy like non-standard items for potions and such. Seems to be in a varying state of disrepair, you know, depending on the side of the building. Probably hasn't been cleaned in a while. But you know, it's a whole time. What are you looking to do? Off in the distance, you do see smoke rising. There does seem to be a fire to the east.
I'll gently elbow whoever's next to me to make a guess. Gives that talent.
I'm sorry, I almost died.
Boof, 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 boof is what is being commented. That's a lot of boofs.
Fucking dog.
I have never run this character, so if you're looking to do a food place, I will need to make up a new voice.
Oh, yes, let's do that.
Yep.
Just so he has to make up a new voice.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, fucking do that.
I'm hungry. Let's go get food.
All right. Okay. Who here is familiar with Mike Patton?
Raised hand. Fucker. Yeah, where's this going?
So you walk in, ding, 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 to a place referred to as booth. You'll see that there's a gentleman. He's got looks to be a like ice cream server's standard hat. The pinstripe button-up shirt, the apron. He's got a large selection of cakes and various and sundry items. You'll see that there is a rather burly, half-naked, half-orc woman who is also serving the cakes to the folks that are ordering. Everybody here seems super thrilled with the service they're getting. The gentleman at the entryway by the name of Roger says, "Howdy there, what's going on?" It's painful. It's painful to listen to. This is a man who is a caricature of Mike Patton.
Okay. Can we sit down and, see what's being served?
Definitely. You'll see that they've got ice cream Sundays, they've got ice cream Mondays, they've got ice cream Tuesdays. The ice cream Mondays seem to be more lasagna based, but they've got a decent selection of stuff.
So what's an ice cream Saturday then?
Ice cream Saturday is ice cream doused in raw vanilla extract.
And the ice cream Friday?
Looks to just be ice cream, but with a ton of hot fudge, a little bit of sprinkles, not too much, but a lot of hot fudge.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. You guys, what are you gonna have?
Just go with the ice cream cone.
I'm not eating shit. No. I'm just watching you all. Don't die, then I'll eat something. Otherwise, no.
Ice cream cone is brought over. Ice cream Friday? Saturday? Was it Friday? Friday. Is brought over as
Friday.
well.
Yep.
You'll see over at a table nearby, there's a couple of folks receiving their order as well. Make their way over to that table first. It's the half-naked, half-orc woman. She's got, barely enough clothing to cover her. She seems to be very much a draw for this place. How you doing, Shug? All right. We're getting y'all set up. Okay. Wonderful. I hope you enjoy your ice cream. If it's not to your liking, let me know. Wonderful, wonderful. I'll be right on back. I'm going to make sure this table's all set. Okay, darling. She's going to make her way over towards a little, looks to be like a little in-between window. She's going to grab a couple more ice creams, bring them over to you. All right, I got a standard ice cream cone, and I got an ice cream Friday for our wonderful adventurers here. I have not seen you in here in the past. As said, I am thrilled to see you now. How's everybody doing?
Doing real good.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, if there's anything y'all need, the table over there had almonds with their ice cream, so just,
I'm gonna skip the almonds.
A smart choice. You know, it tastes like almonds. Ha ha ha. She's going to walk her way off and give a knowing wink to Abasirigal.
Yep.
Abasirigal, do you want to make the medicine check, or do you want to just explain to us what's going on with the almonds?
Nope. You're not going to worry about it. He's going to enjoy the ice cream cone.
All right. Taking over just
I have a,
oh yeah.
I also have a poison resistance as well. So if we're thinking that it's something that's derived from almonds and leaves an almond-like smell on things, is that where this is headed?
Make a medicine check or insight check, your choice.
Which typically yields better results.
Depending on the number on your sheet is what will yield better results.
Can you say them again?
Medicine or insight.
Medicine's a +1. Oh, so insight definitely, because that's a +3. So I roll a 20?
Yes, please.
It'll take me a second just to open that little screen. Oh, shit. I only rolled a 4. So that gives me a total of 7.
Something, something, statesman, something, something, Rasputin, something, something, almonds.
Oh, well, fuck. Rasputin just alone is danger, danger, danger. Are there almonds in my food?
No.
I eat it.
Stand with the ice cream cone. Taking a look over at the diplomats to the other side now, you'll see that there is a wheeling and dealing going on here. Excuse me. Whew. I'm about to RP a serious moment. I am firmly inebriated. It'll be a back and forth between characters. I apologize in advance. It will be low quality. You boys gonna struggle through this. This is two voices in the same room.
Less disclaimer and more action.
You're old.
Yay! Fuck you!
So as I said, what I need here says looks to be deep red tiefling. It's got rather large horns that come up to a point met with what looks to be a halo. As you see here, I got a pretty nice deal. What I need is I need you and your friends to go on down south. Hit up those mercenaries that took over that village down there. Make sure that they are no longer a problem. Pave the way for my man that'll come in, save the day with very little effort, and bring peace to this nation. You understand? From the Vidalcan, looks to be a druid. Bald head, bright blue skin, no real nose, but slits for where a hole should be for a nose. This character you'll see is looking pensive. There's a couple of moments of exchange between this character and then the server, and then looking back over towards the tiefling man who's having this discussion. Well, as I said, I may be able to make this mission happen. That said, I do not wish to go in and make my face the one they see killing the folks that brought order and peace. That is not what I wish to be doing here. That's not what anybody should be wishing to do here. I am not your exterminator. I'm a person who does jobs for you on the side. I hope it's apparent that we have that working relationship. This is not me being your servant at your beck and call. Is that not understood? You'll hear in response, well, as I can understand it, I got a war that I need winning. I sent in mercenaries to conquer that place. Now, you and I both know mercenaries are rough and tumble folk. By the time they get in there, kill a couple of folks, really set some law and order in those fuckers, they're scared as shit. They just saw some random innocents die. I don't know what the mercenaries are up to, but I know it ain't good. And that, my friend, is why I pay them. To instill a fear into those people beyond anything any kingdom might have been able to instill into them. Now, there's an importance to that fear. You stroll in with a group of friends hired by me, slay all the monsters, bring in my guards, conquer the area in my kingdom's name, and you tell the people that they were liberated and freed by me. And there will be no man they thank more than myself, other than yourself, good friend. You will stand as their hero, their champion. And for just a couple of gold, I might be able to make you an affluent man. Now, why, my friend, do you say you are pensive to accept this offer? This is an immoral task you're asking of me. I don't want to take part in this deeply immoral charade you've got going on. I have half a mind to go tell the people themselves that you are who is hiring these mercenaries. You're having them commit atrocities unknown to even you. This is deeply irresponsible. How dare you? How dare you do such a thing? To hire men outside of your king's laws to take over another kingdom. And then lay waste to these people after they've already been razed to the very root of their last shred of wheat. How dare you? Do you want anything for them? Do you want prosperity? Do you want education? Do you want prosperity, freedom, serenity, anything? Is there something you pursue for these people, or is it just your mindless need to set up your banner at every door? Well, I can assure you, I want my banner on every door around town, so that I may bring peace as the man who unites this land. I am not above doing what needs to be done. And if you are taking cards off the table because you think they're too icky to touch, well, I can assure you I'm willing to win with them cards, whether they gotta be stuffed up my sleeve or just laid out on the table in front of you. Well, I disagree, good friend, says the Vidalcan, putting an almond-covered scoop of ice cream to his lips. Is at this point, Belladonna, you're reminded of a story from old. You had heard about how your friends, your ancestors, your family had managed to poison members of invading parties over dinner. They would make things that would taste like almonds. They weren't almonds, they were seeds inside of fruit, shaven on the inside and then poured into a mixture, distilled. There was a long process. But the substance was the same. They harvested cyanide. Deadly. Tastes like almonds. And it's at this point you're remembering, it's pretty quick acting. And that Vidalcan over there seems to be talking to a man who is not above poisoning. There's a split second between when the Vidalcan's head falls to the table, dead, lifeless, and when the tiefling disappears.
Bullshit.
And so I leave the party. What would you guys like to do?
As I finish the ice cream cone, whoa, you're not going to like that. It was so tasty. Oh, that's going to hurt.
So we've finished our ice creams. We've watched this little thing play out. Are we just getting up and leaving, or?
That's the question.
I get up and look around for the
have
rest.
anything different to add than what just happened. Like, I've got all the tools that I needed, so yeah, I don't really have anything to add to that.
What you got up, Cyril?
Looking for the restroom.
You find the restroom. It's plainly labeled. They've got men's restroom, women's restroom, and folks that don't give a fuck.
Okay. Whichever one's closest.
Folks that don't give a fuck. It's got streamers inside. Seems to be a pretty hopping and bopping place. There's like confetti and shit. They know how to spice up a gender neutral bathroom here. Pop in. It's got urinals. It's got toilet seats. This shouldn't be novel for modern society, but this medieval society is capable of it. What are you looking to do in the restroom? If you're just looking to pee, I do that.
Oh, no.
If you want to communicate with someone.
Totally going with the whole idea that he is absolutely lactose intolerant.
Okay. You successfully alter the plumbing. I won't even make you make a constitution save or like medicine check on that. I relate to that. There's a timer. I know. I get it. It's at this point, if nobody has anything else that they're looking to buy or anything else that they're looking to do, I'd like to end tonight's game here. Is there anything else of note anybody would like to put forward?
Not that I can think of.
Okie dokie.
Nick?
No, got nothing that I want to add to that.
I think Nick's fading away.
Me?
y'all
No.
Yeah.
I'm so good.
have a wonderful night. Be safe. May your next roll be a natural 20.